students, welcome to our online class. I hope you are as ready as I am to start learning and have fun. We are in this together, so let's respect and support each other. Boys and girls, there are several materials needed for today's class. They are Students' Book Get Smart Plus 4, English Exercise Book, and the last one is Attention. I hope you have prepared yourselves with these three things or materials in order for you to stay focused throughout our lesson today. Before we move on with today's lesson, let's look at our learning objectives for today's lesson. By the end of the lesson, pupils are able to fill in at least 4 blanks out of 5 with correct answers, and pupils are also able to write a short paragraph consist of at least 3 sentences using pictures provided as guidance. Okay everyone, for your information, today's lesson is based on Module 2, My Week. The focused skill for our lesson today is reading and the integrated skill is writing. I am sure that all of you here are already excited for today's lesson, right? Okay, so let's go! Now, I want all of you here to watch this video first and then I will ask a few questions. So, here is the video.
Good morning, Joey.
Good morning, Mom.
Joey, it's so late and you're still in pajamas. Get dressed and make your bed quickly. Carry all these dirty clothes to the laundry room. There's a lot of cleaning to be done in this house.
Let me lend you a hand. What do you want me to do?
I'll clean the windows now, and you can wash the dishes if you like.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the end of the video. Okay, so all of you have watched the video, right? So I would like to ask a few questions. The first question is, what do you see in the video? Can someone tell me? Yes? Correct! The boy makes the bed. Let's see. Yes, the boy make the bed. Okay, so what else do you see in the video? Yes, don't be shy, just tell me. Correct! The mother wipes the windows and the girl washes the dishes. Yeah, correct! Okay, so the next question is, what does this video talks about? Can someone tell me? What does the video talks about? Okay, so the video talks about housework. Okay, so I would like to inform all of you here. The topic for today's lesson is housework. Now we have come to the next part of our lesson, which is presentation stage. Okay, can you see a reading text on the screen? Okay, good. So now I will read this reading text and then you can repeat after me at your home. But if you find that the reading text that I have prepared on the screen is quite small for you to read, you may refer to your student's book Get Smart Plus 4, page 18. Okay, so now I will read the text. Okay, so I will read the first paragraph of the text. Hi, I'm Beth. I always help at home. Every morning I have to make my bed and feed the fish. In the evening I have to take out the rubbish. Okay, you can follow me, right? Okay, so now let's move on to the second paragraph of the text. I'm Wadida. I always help my mom in the kitchen, but I never cook. I have to set the table before dinner and clear the table after dinner. I also do the washing up. Okay, you still can follow me, right? Okay, now we go to the last paragraph of the text. I'm Mark. At home, I have to do jobs in the garden. In the autumn, I have to rake leaves. In the winter, I have to shovel snow. It's very cold, but it's fun. Okay, good job. You are able to read the text clearly. Okay, so now based on the text, what do you understand? What do you understand from this text? Yes? The text talks about housework. So, what is housework? Any one of you here can tell me the meaning of housework? Okay, let me explain to you what is housework. Housework means things or chores or any jobs that you do at your home. You can do the things at your home in order to make sure that your home or your house is always clean. Okay, so now boys and girls, based on the reading text here, there are 8 types of housework mentioned. In the first paragraph here, there are 3 examples of housework mentioned. The first one is make bed. Make bed here means that we rearrange our bed sheets, or also we rearrange our pillows on the bed. Usually we do this after we wake up in the morning. Okay, the next housework mentioned in the first paragraph is feed the fish. Feed the fish here basically means that we give food to the fish to make sure that it stay alive. Okay, and the last housework mentioned in the first paragraph is take out the rubbish. Okay, now let's move on to the second paragraph here. The first housework mentioned in the second paragraph is set the table. Set the table it is to say that Wadida always set the table before dinner. Set the table before dinner here means that we prepare plates, glasses, spoons or forks on the table before we start our dinner. And it is also mentioned that Wadida has to clear the table after dinner. Clear the table after dinner here means that we put away the used plates and to make sure that our dining table is clean and clear from any dirt. Okay, and the last housework mentioned in the reading text is washing up. Washing up here means the process of washing used kitchen utensils, used plates, used glasses, and also used spoon and forks. Okay, so let's go at the last paragraph here, the third paragraph. In the third paragraph, there are 2 housework mentioned. The first one is rake leaves. rake leaves here means that we clean, maybe we clean house um, our house compound from any fallen leaves with a rake or with broom. And we also have another housework mentioned in the third paragraph, which is shovel snow. Okay, so this housework is very highly unlikely to be done in Malaysia as we have no snow, right? But here in the country who have winter season, they will have to shovel the snow. Okay, and then now I would like to emphasize the sentence pattern in this reading text. Okay, so here there are 5 sentences that I have extracted from the reading text. The first sentence: every morning I have to make my bed and feed the fish. The second sentence: in the evening I have to take out the rubbish. The third sentence: I have to set the table before dinner and clear the table after dinner. The fourth sentence: in the autumn I have to rake leaves. And the fifth sentence: in the winter I have to shovel the snow. Okay, so all these 5 sentences, they have the similarities among them. What are the similarities? Okay, first you can see that there is I here. In the second sentence, we also have I. We also have I in the third sentence. We also have I in the fourth sentence. And in the fifth sentence, we also have I here. So I here represents subject. Okay. After the word I here, we have a phrase after the word I. What it is? It is have to. We also have the phrase of have to here in the second sentence. In the third sentence, we also can see the phrase have to. In the fourth and the fifth sentence, we also can see that there are have to phrases here, right? Okay, so the phrase have to here represents verb to have. Okay, then what are the phrases that I have highlighted or I have colored in orange? Okay, the phrases that I have colored in orange, that I have put in orange color here, it is to represent housework. Housework here also works as complement. Okay, so here we have I, which represents subject as. We also have the phrase have to here, which represents verb to have, and we also have the phrase of housework here, which represents complement. So the sentence pattern that is repeatedly used in the reading text is S plus V plus C, which equals to subject plus verb to have plus complement. Okay, you understand, right? I'm sure if you have any questions, you can just ask me right away. No problem. Okay, now in the reading text that we have read earlier, there are 8 examples of housework, right? But we still have more examples of housework that we can do in our daily life, right? Okay, so here I have prepared another 3 examples of housework that we can do in our daily life. The first one is sweep floor. Okay, I'm sure that each of you here must have done this housework at least once in your life, right? Okay, and the second additional example here is water the plants. Okay, And the third example that I have prepared for you is wipe windows. Okay, so here actually there is more examples of housework that we can that are available in our daily life, but the ones that I have choose here is basically always related, closely related in our daily life routine. Okay, now here, based on the examples of housework that we have learned throughout the reading text, I'm sure that all of you here must have triggered your sense of wanting to help your parents at your home, right? So here I would like to say that you your little help, you might think that it is a hard thing to do since we are still small, since you are still small, right? But believe me, um, when we help our parents at house with doing some housework, uh, it can make our parents very happy, and eventually by making doing housework uh, with sincerely can eventually turn you into a hardworking and good person. Okay, so that's all for presentation stage. Now let's move on to the practice stage. Okay, we have come to the next part of today's lesson, which is practice stage. Okay, so first we have to read this instruction. Okay, read a text entitled Housework on page 18 in Students' Book Get Smart Plus 4. Fill in the blanks with correct answers based on the text. Okay, so here for this practice stage, you have to answer 5 questions. You have to fill in the blanks of 5 questions here. Okay, so let's look at the first question. Beth has to blank in the evening. Second, Wadida has to blank before dinner. Third, after dinner, Wadida has to blank. Fourth, Mark has to blank in the autumn. Fifth, Mark has to blank in the winter. Okay, so if you read the text entitled Housework, which is on page 18 in Students' Book Get Smart Plus 4 carefully, and you do understand the text, you will be able to answer all these 5 questions correctly. Okay, so I will give you a hint for this task. The answers that you have to put in the blanks here are related to examples of housework. That is a very important clue or hint that I have given to you. Okay, so I want all of you here to copy this and write in your English exercise book. After you have finished filling the blanks here, after you have finished this task, make sure to take a picture of it and send it to me via English Telegram group so that I can give feedback towards your work. Okay. Now we are at production stage. For this stage, you have to write a short paragraph which consists at least 3 sentences using pictures of housework below. So, you need to use these 3 pictures of housework in order for you to write a short paragraph. You may look at the reading text on page 18 in Students' Book Get Smart Plus 4 and use it as your reference, as your guidance on how to write a short paragraph. Okay, so for this task, I want you to write the short paragraph in your English exercise book. After you have completed the task, I want you to take picture of your work and then send it to me via English Telegram group. So if you have any question or any difficulties in doing the work, in doing this task, you may ask me via Telegram group or personally message me. Okay, so I hope you can complete this task successfully. Alright everyone, we have come to the end of today's lesson. So here I want to summarize key points that are very important for today's lesson. The first key point is definition of housework. As I have mentioned earlier at the beginning of our lesson today, of today's lesson, housework means regular work done in housekeeping, especially cleaning and tidying. The next key point that I want to highlight here is examples of housework that we have read in the reading text, right? We have like 8 examples of housework that are very closely related to our daily life. So, through our lesson today, I hope that you are able to know what are other examples of housework that you may have not done before in your life. Alright, and now I also want to highlight the third key point for today's lesson, which is sentence pattern. The sentence pattern used in the reading text entitled Housework on page 18 or in student's book Get Smart Plus 4 is S plus V plus C, which equals to subject plus verb to have plus complement. I hope that my explanation for today's lesson is clear for you, and as I have mentioned, if you have any questions regarding today's lesson, or there are some parts that you might do not understand, or maybe some parts that you need further clarification, you can ask me via Telegram group, via English Telegram group, or personally message me. I am always here for you. Alright, so I would like to thank you, all of you here, for joining today's class. Okay, till we meet again. Bye. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.